And so the level of warmth and acceptance within Ghana, you feel family everywhere you go.
Our history is deeper than what we thought it was. For me personally, I didn't take my history serious because they just kept throwing it in our face like slavery, slavery, slavery.
Hey everyone, thank you for coming back. I appreciate you for clicking on today's video. If you are seeing me for the first time, my name is Lillian and I hope you hit the subscribe button. And if you're my OG, thank you for coming back. I appreciate you. Please don't forget to like the video. So I just went on YouTube because I have been filming the entire time. I just thought I was done. I went on YouTube to check something and then I stumbled on this video right on the front page of my YouTube channel and I clicked on it. I'm like, oh come on, we have to do this video right now. A whole college in the United States of America just made a quick trip to Ghana for reconnection and it is so emotional. I said, okay, let's put it out here for you guys to see. Let's watch the video together. If you're an emotional person like me, don't forget your handkerchief as we dive into the video. Let's go.
We are connected. We come from the same roots. Based on history, we only got separated due to the transatlantic slave trade.
Our names were given to us by people who enslaved us and oppressed us. And our responsibility is to show symbolically and also in reality that we are no longer subjected to those particular groups of people who held that dominion over us.
I got a name. It was named Kobina Aqua, and Kobina means Tuesday. Aqua is my name, which means the strongest man in the village.
My name is Akula Nakula. It means I was born on Wednesday. From what I was told, it means that I turn my pain into happiness.
When we arrived at the slave dungeons, Cape Coast and Elmina, I felt the heavy energy immediately. I found myself being in that space almost claustrophobic, having a hard time breathing, knowing that there was so much pain there.
So hard to explain all of the emotions and the spectrum of emotions that you feel. The fear and the anxiety, walking along with your colleagues, knowing that this is the last steps that someone took.
How in the world can anyone downplay the pain that we have gone through as a community and as a race?
The All-African Diaspora Education Summit was created to reacquaint our people with what African-centered education is all about.
In middle school, I was learning about the slavery. They didn't tell us about the rooms, what they made women go through, what they make kids go through.
I teach this material and I thought I understood it and I thought I was ready for it, but I wasn't ready. I think I'm not going to be able to teach this material the same way because I realize I haven't been doing it justice.
As I was riding the bus, I thought of all the history books I read. I thought of Harriet Tubman, Sojourner Truth, my mother. I knew I was going home to say thank you, that whoever had made it across for me, that I had made it back for them.
That was a heavy day. You know, there was a lot of emotions. The rain felt good in a way, like a cleansing kind of a way. I think I felt grief, sadness, and the anger, but also at the same time leaving with a sense of pride of knowing that my descendants have survived and persevered, and I'm still here today.
Not a lot of people know this, but water holds memory. Being in the water and hearing how they would throw the dead slaves into the ocean made me feel very connected, but also sad. I wanted to cry.
Imagine one day you go home and your brother's not there, your sister's not there, your mother's not there, and you don't know what happened to them, and you'll never get that closure.
I don't know how we can retell that story. I don't think you can write it. I don't think you can document it. It has to be felt.
The real history of what was done to our people, and what it will ultimately do is show that African Americans have truly went through a lot and they are succeeding.
I was able to find my identity. For a long time, you try to figure out where you fit in, especially me being the lighter complexion.
As a mixed race person, I sometimes fear of acceptance and things like that. And so the level of warmth and acceptance within Ghana, you feel family everywhere you go.
Our history is deeper than what we thought it was. For me personally, I didn't take my history serious because they just kept throwing it in our face like slavery, slavery, slavery. And it was the same rinse and repeat thing. So for me, I was tired of it. And then once I got here, even though they were talking about slavery, it was like a whole different eye-opening thing.
We don't dwell on oppression. We have a singular search for sovereignty and agency. Agency means self-determined power. There are those that may attempt to oppress us, but we refuse to be oppressed. Ashe?
I locked my hair out here, which was one of the biggest decisions, one of the biggest decisions of my life. I know who I am. I'm not ashamed to be who I am. I'm inspired to learn more about my culture. I want to teach more, at least, the conversations that I have, to be able to give people the authentic version of Ghana as opposed to the propaganda that we've been, told.
It made me realize how happy I am to really be a black man, because and especially in the U.S. they kind of water it down. If you're not a rapper, athlete, or nobody, I'm a black man. Whether that could be me being a librarian, a journalist, an electrician, anything, I'm going to be successful at what I'm doing.
Many times, the messages, the cultural lessons that we're trying to get to pass on get disrupted by miseducation and media manipulation.
Arriving on campus in the University of Ghana was actually such a cool experience. They had drummers, people just dancing. For me, I really just have a big appreciation for dance and performance.
At the University of Ghana and pulling up and seeing all the acknowledgement of W.E.B. Du Bois, this man left the U.S. willingly because he wanted to come home to the motherland and establish something for us, and how that legacy is still standing.
I'm beyond my ancestors' wildest dreams. I am the living manifestation of their surviving and will to survive. And so I will never be able to remove that. And knowing that there's no place for self-doubt, there's no place for self-hate, there's no place for negative talk.
Even though we have different experiences, we still share the same resilience, the struggle, the survival, and then the pride. Black Americans are living today because someone refused to die. They are living today because someone had the will. Someone decided, no, I'm going to live. My descendants would live and then would come back to their roots.
I only hope that more and more people get to go and more people are educated on our history, because if not, people are never going to take us seriously.
We create black spaces, even in white institutions. We're capturing that sense of self to free up black minds and black genius to know there's no limitations of what they're able to do and accomplish.
We can tell about an institution's commitment based on what their budget says. These things should be instituted so that there can be support for faculty and students and support staff every year to engage in these activities.
Africa has taken hold of me, because this is where I think God planted me. I find myself in all people, but this is home.
Guys, I want to apologize if I made you sad, okay? The truth is, I didn't even know I was going to get emotional. You guys, you see the part that touched me. Do you know, now I'm going to use this opportunity to tell us a story that I have never told you before about my life. I mean, I just finished writing my, here in Ghana, you call it BEC. In Nigeria, we call it JS3. So because I saw the way my mom was struggling to pay my school fees and my sisters and my brother's school fees, she do all these things herself. She worked tirelessly. At times, my mom would go work for other people's farm. And then me and my sisters will all go with her to assist so they can pay her, and they will gather that money. She will use it to pay our school fees. My two elder sisters and myself and my little brother were already in secondary school. So when I got to JS3, I begged my mom to allow me go to Lagos like the other kids so I could come back with money, because I used to see them go during Christmas. They will come back, and some of them will come back with good clothes. They'll come back with money to help their families. So I pleaded with my mom to allow me go. I mean, you'll be wondering, what are they going there to do? They are going there to work as help, house help, cleaners, nannies, name them. So I was taken to one family like that in Lagos. They are very rich, like wealthy, influential family in Lagos, and they were really good to me. They were super kind to me. I thank the Lord God Almighty that I crossed paths with them, because they taught me a lot, and some of the things they taught me are the things that have helped me, and I'm still standing here strong no matter what. I mean, they raised me, they taught me a lot of things, and I'm grateful to them. So I lived with that Yoruba family. I started living with them around May or June, something like that, and I was supposed to go back to my village in December, so I skipped school for one term. And then when I wanted to go, they said I shouldn't go because they like me, they wanted to adopt me. But then I insisted I was going to go because, you know, my family is my family, no matter how poor we are. I thought that if they adopt me, I was never going to see my family again. So I didn't want the wealth. These people are wealthy. They are very kind to me. In fact, if you've lived with a good Yoruba family before, you can attest to what I'm saying. So as I was living with them, their love for me grew big. Because anytime something happens in the house, they will call us to ask questions, and I will just go straight up and talk as it, and I will just say it as it is. The other staffs were not happy with me that I couldn't keep secret, like I couldn't lie. But then the boss and her children and everybody around loved me, and they wanted to adopt me, but I said no. I wanted my family, no matter how poor my family is. So this is why I broke down, because no matter how poor your family is, they are your family, your blood. The truth is, I regret not accepting the opportunity. You get it? Because it's not like they are taking me away from my family entirely, but I thought that was what they wanted to do. Because I was young then, I didn't understand anything, so I refused. They wrote a letter to my mom. They told her amazing things about me. They sent a lot of gifts to my family. They told my family to let them take care of me. They are going to take care of me like their own. They will train me in school. Whatever I want to be, I'm going to become. But I refuse. So you know why I refuse? I wanted my wretched family. The way they are my family. So I broke down because, I mean, you're not going to see your family again. You are living in another country, you're not from there. I know the struggle that comes with that. It means you are supposed to be politically correct all the time. You're supposed to be diplomatic all the time. Now, this is the reason I broke down, okay? So I'm sorry if I made you feel sad, okay? I'm so happy for them. They are back home. You know, no matter how long it takes, you know, one day the truth will be out. And I want to bless God for social media, because I will not lie that social media have played a big role in helping people to reconnect with their roots. I remember back then when Wodemaya was preaching about come back to Africa, and before you know it, a lot of people are back. And then the former government of Ghana too went on that campaign. I mean, now people came, they share their experiences on the internet. Other people saw it and be like, okay, I also want that too. And now schools, universities, colleges, people are coming back to reconnect. I mean, isn't that amazing? Please be nice to African Americans, I beg you. And I thank God for Ghana. And I hope that one day Nigeria too will be a place to be for African Americans who want to also visit Nigeria. Me, I volunteer acres upon acres of land in my own community if they are willing to come to Nigeria, but not now. I mean, when it's safe enough. I mean, when Nigeria is safe. That time, you can count on me. I promise. I will give you massive land, acres upon acres of land, and I will make sure you pay nothing for it. Honestly, I'm happy for this video. I'm done with this video. I will see you guys in my next one. All right, bye.